Hey guys, so before we get into this video, I want to make a few corrections. I actually uploaded this video earlier today, but Show Low reached out and made a few corrections. They let me know that they have completely done away with the detent system that I did mention in the video. In the beginning of Q2, got my baby, it's okay. In the beginning of Q2 of 2024, they decided to move away from the detents and develop an entirely different delay system. So the gun that I have and all the ones being shipped out right now are with their new patent pending roll pin delay system, and voluntary upgrade program is still active. Through many tests, well, this is quoting directly from Show Low. Through many tests with our supporters and partners, and approximately 100,000 rounds later, we found the detents were admittedly a poor design that presented too many problems for serious end users. Up to 1,500 rounds, they performed okay, but then started to experience fatigue and would fail or break, causing malfunctions or fail to function as intended, and the gun would effectively just run like a normal blowback system. With our commitment to constantly push the performance of our system, we made the easy choice of creating a new system that would perform better and be more reliable. Current round count is 300,000, full auto suppressed with no system failures. Some of the other changes are fixed ejector, redesigned magwell for higher magazine compatibility, channeled inner upper to combat buildup in extreme conditions, and expanded tolerances to prevent any issues from carbon buildup, mainly for full auto suppressed configuration. They actually have two major announcements that they said they're going to be releasing at SHOT Show 2025. We'll be there this upcoming week, and we'll head over to their booth and let you know what those announcements are. One is about the Blackjack, and one is about something new, and from what they can find, have never done at a production capacity. So there you have it. I apologize, but wanted to keep you guys updated. Now, with all of that said, let's get into the actual video. It's not a Scorpion, it's not an AK, it's not an MP5, but it is a PCC. Tanner, this is stupid. Who the heck wears a balaclava? I didn't mean to look so surprised. It feels really cool. It has an interesting feel to it. It has a lighter trigger. So I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a heavier trigger. I know they did change the trigger to a hyperfire trigger from an AK trigger, and that they reduced the weight tremendously, but yeah, that was interesting. So the man behind the camera wanted some time in front of the camera, so he's gonna give it a shot. You only get one mag, okay? That's it.
I only got one mag.
Well, you can't reload it is what I'm saying, sorry.
I've been doing your reloads this entire time.
No, I've been doing them, don't even. I even did that one.
She doesn't reload her own shit. All right, Show Low Blackjack. I will say that charging handle's pretty stiff, but it breaks in nicer. Just going?
Yeah, go for it.
That's like, first shot is like...
Yeah, that's why when I took my first shot, I was like, whoa.
I like the AK style safety selector too, honestly a little bit better because I feel like it just weighed my hand down. That was so controllable. Like that was just like butter. The trigger, like you can feel the stages on the trigger, I'll say this. But yeah, that brake is so nice. Show Low Blackjack, it's pretty cool.
So I just got done finishing shooting my first mag through this gun. I was surprised on that first shot. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Honestly, the recoil was very minimal from what I was expecting. I actually really love this trigger. It's a lighter trigger, and honestly, the gun was just shooting really flat, like way flatter than I was expecting. and I typically have trouble on my second shot, but I felt like I could just pop off shots, and those following shots were just right where that, like, it just stayed flat. It just stayed where that first shot was. I could just pop off rounds. The muzzle rise on this is lovely. I will say at first it was rising a little bit, but I just changed my stance and my grip just slightly, and then after that it was just shooting flat. So today we are shooting 115 grain 9mm, which is going to contribute slightly to that flatter shooting experience. So this gun, let's talk a little bit about it. So it takes Scorpion mags, which is awesome. It has a hyperfire trigger, like I already mentioned. I've used hyperfire triggers in some of my other builds, so I've liked them and I haven't had any issues with them. It does have some AK features as well. It has the safety selector, and then the mag release is also another AK feature. So in that sense, it is similar to an AK. So something else that is similar to an AK, not exactly the same, to disassemble this, you push this in back here, and that's it. It's so simple to disassemble. The most unique part about this gun is that it uses a detent delayed blowback system. So if you don't know what that is, basically it's like just what the name suggests. It uses a detent to slightly delay the bolt from cycling. And there's other delayed blowback systems on the market, however, not like this one. This one is one that Show Low has brought to the market, and honestly I think they've done a great job at. So some of you may have seen Micah Mayfield's video on this gun. Now he did run into some issues, and supposedly they have fixed all those issues. We haven't put more than 1,000 rounds on this, so we haven't run into any issues yet. So far I love it. It's running great. Now from my understanding, the biggest two things they changed was the bolt and the trigger. I've already talked about the trigger. I love this trigger. I don't know what it was before, but this one has been good so far. And the bolts we haven't had issues with. Now the thing I will say about the bolt is it is really stiff to begin with. It does have about 100 round break-in period, so it does get easier, but it is really stiff at first. I do quickly want to touch on my relationship with Show Low. I really don't have any relationship with them. They did send this gun to my husband so he can get some product photography, but I'm not getting paid, and I just wanted to do this review because honestly this is a very unique gun and I was curious about it. So if you're looking for a good PCC, maybe for a range toy, maybe for home defense, I think it might be a little bit too big for a truck gun, but I think it will still work. Then definitely the Show Low Blackjack is a great option, especially if you're looking around that like 1,500 price range. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because we are going to be coming out with so much more content in 2025 and on. Go ahead and put in the comments what your favorite PCC is, and we'll catch you later. I wonder if anyone's going to actually trust the opinion of a gun bunny. Just kidding, I refuse to be called a gun bunny.